So it turns out when you do this, you have to set the orientation in the advanced settings. I did not know this. Very interesting. There we go. We're in it finally. All right. So there we go. We are ready to rock and roll. So first things first, let's copy get the post up. Hey guys, welcome everyone. We are back, and yes, there's plenty of stuff to give away, and we're going to change it up in a cool way. I think you guys are going to really like it. Okay. So, guys, I just pinned the giveaway doc. This time I did remember the 4-digit code. All right. Should be there. All the stuff should be there. So let's talk about what we're giving away today. Let's start with that. And don't worry, I'll be mentioning it plenty of times. We're going to have up to 5 winners today. The thing we're actually going to give away, remember I just made a video about this earlier this morning. I picked up both of the rebars that were at my lows for 55. So I figure someone's getting a rebar today. I think that's a pretty good one. What do you guys think? What do you think? Rebar? Way to go for the first giveaway. So that's going to be a guarantee. And then at 200, we're going to add a titanium limited edition Olight. And now we got some other stuff. So here's what's going to change. I had so much fun. I don't know if you guys had fun last week where we gave away 10 different things and we all had multiple items, like 20 different things. It was crazy. I enjoyed that so much. I think I enjoy giving away to more people more often. So I think what we're going to do is change up that policy of sweetening the pot. At, every live stream we'll give away one item. At 200 consecutive viewers, we're going to give away a second item. And then what we're going to do, in addition to that, is we're going to go up to 5 total winners. So each one of these will be another winner. And what you can do is, as we get memberships, every 5 memberships during the live stream, I'll add another winner. That way more people can win versus the 2 people getting more stuff will have more winners. What do you guys think about that? I think more winners is better. What do you guys think? More winners? More winners good, right? All right. Yeah, I like the idea. I was having so much fun with it. I definitely want to up the number of winners. You know what I'm saying? I think that's more interesting. I mean, most likely, if it's anything like the last time when we had like way over 200 people, it's like 280 something last time. So getting to 2 winners is easy, even if we have no one joining as members, which is great. But this just means that, like, as we get it, like, more people are likely to win, which honestly, I think that's the best way to do it. If we have a crazy week like last one where we had 80 members join, oh, don't worry, I'm going to throw more stuff in. We might do more stuff. I don't know. It depends on how I feel, but it's so much fun to give stuff away. So, yeah. Last week was crazy. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, the hat. Yeah, I'm always wearing my Wazoo cash cap. However, there's one other hat that I tend to wear. I've never shown anyone. But yeah, I only wear 2 hats. One of them is always the Wazoo cash cap, pretty much. No, it's just so much fun, Ryan. Like, I really do enjoy it. It's a rush to be able to give stuff away. It gives me so much anxiety to have, gear that is plenty good, and like these are really great things. Like, this is a copper Pokelit AA, right? Just sitting in a box, right? They sent it to me. I never got a chance to review. I reviewed the other thing. It didn't make sense to open it. You know, I have multiple of these pry tools they sent me. You know, I already have a couple of these that I've disassembled and used and so on. So like, it's nice to be able to share. It feels good because I have pretty much solidified my EDC to some extent. So there's no reason for me to just hold on to this stuff. Yeah, Ziggy, I got plenty of pry tools. This is just one of them, but there's more. There's more coming. Yeah, I got to get through. I got to get through all this stuff faster. Is the way I see it. Like, if we see, the cool thing about it is the more members we have, the more I can afford to potentially go out and literally buy stuff just to give away in the next week. So if we run out, I'll go buy stuff just so we can have stuff to give away. It'll be awesome. And we'll actually like have maybe a poll to discuss which ones we should give away, which ones I should buy. So it'll be fun. So how do you win, guys? Somebody asked, how do you win? Simple. There's a pinned comment in the chat. It's a Google Doc. It's a form. You just simply fill it out. And at 9:30, we're going to do a drawing for that. You know, we might make that, you know, we're going to make it 9:45 from now on because I feel like last time it was better. It didn't actually take that long to run through 10. So I think we're going to do 9. It says 9:30. We're going to do 9:45. Yeah. So, yeah, so you just need your first name. You're going to need a 4-digit code, which you're going to create. I'm going to send back to you. It was really helpful last week because we made some mistakes. Your YouTube name, your email. Basically, there's no way for a scammer to intercept, and I love this thing. Yeah, last week we had no low numbers. It was weird. Okay, speaking of last week, the one that we weren't able to find, he was saying I was here, but his name wasn't showing up the same. So I got him something as well. We got 10 things out, shipped, but one of our winners did not call me back. Basically 2 emails, nothing whatsoever. And just a reminder real quick. So Josh, who is a human being 6875, okay, he never got back to me. So here's how I'm going to do this from here on in. The next stream, I will mention it like I'm doing right now. You get 24 hours for him to reach out to me. My email is on my website. You just click on the little mail icon. It's mle.collab@gmail. I'm gonna verify because I have your 4-digit code. So you have to then give me your code, right? Right? And then I'll ship it. But if this lasts for more than 24 hours, it just goes back in the pool and we'll draw it again like next week or something. That's all. I mean, it's, you know, you don't want free stuff. It's okay. No big deal. You know, we'll just carry it over. So yeah. So that's why we're going to do that. So, and we're going to draw, I think I'm going to say we're going to do 9:45 from now on. It just gives more time to build up, potentially get up to that 5 winner number. I think that would be more fun. What do you think, guys? I think great. The other thing I'm going to try later in the stream, like towards the end, for those who stick around, we are going to attempt to plug in some new microphones while I'm live streaming. I would like to see if the microphone works on the live stream. I have no confirmation that this will actually function with the live streaming. Thank you, Becca. Thank you for joining. Oh, yeah, Becca. Got your stuff already? They're one of the winners from last week. Thanks for joining. So that's one. If it's like last week, I need some help checking it out. I know there was 84 members at the start of the stream. So worst case scenario, I can check right before 9:45. But thank you, Becca, for joining. Really appreciate it. Don't forget, like there's a 15% discount code as part of that membership you can use on the what do you call it? Merch store. Holy crap, that was hard. So let me get this stuff out of the way for a second. We're going to talk multi-tools today. I know a lot of people are really like looking at trying to get the Leatherman Arc, which as you guys have probably already seen the video for it. when I talked to REI, they said the 25th. Obviously, we're past that time. It's probably most likely to be the 18th release date or something like that. But who knows? I mean, Leatherman can change its mind too. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So multi-tools. You may have also seen an email from Blade HQ if you follow with them, and they have said that the Leatherman Free P4 and P2 are discontinued. You might have seen that email. I want to give some clarification about that email. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I've contacted Leatherman and I've verified they are not discontinuing the P2, P4. However, they are stopping their ability to ship these out to distributors like people like Blade HQ and so on to actually sell anymore. So I think what they're trying to do is sell only from Leatherman's website. That's probably why we're seeing clearance also at places like Lowe's. So it's all kind of working together right now. Blade HQ has the Leatherman PST for $89. The brand new, like I'm guessing the Heritage PST. Well, I would buy one. If you don't have a PST, let me be clear. It's still one of the best tool-dense multi-tools that exists, even by today's standards. So it's actually kind of amazing. So the Leatherman PST is a quintessential tool, and you really should have one. If you want to collect, it is amazing. Not to mention very compact, it's super slim. We're already at 119 people, guys. We're gonna get to that second winner real fast. Real fast. Okay, so on the table, I actually found out that Mossy Oak got in the game, and I actually decided that they'd invest in an OEM to make the same multi-tool that you see from Byberry. So I just saw this for $30, and I'm like, you know what? We'll check it out because I have an upcoming video that's going to be the top 10 budget multi-tools under 50. And so I have a bunch of those budget multi-tools behind me we're going to pull out. But I wanted to take a look at these. I thought that would be a fun thing we could do on stream. So the PST is the original design. However, the one that you're getting is not made, obviously, in 1989. It's a remade version. So it's a Heritage PST. So that, yes, it is made in America. Made in America. It's the original PST, and it's also going to have a 25-year warranty from its current date, which is pretty cool, actually. Oh, yeah, good point. Oh, thanks. Bratatouille. Sorry. Welcome. Bratatouille. All right, I think you got it. Thank you so much for joining. Awesome. 2 members already. I really do appreciate it, guys. So we have... It's really very ironic, right, to open a $30 tool with a $230 tool. That's kind of funny to me. I don't know why that's so humorous. So we've seen this thing before, guys, but first of all, this is D10. It's way better. The inner tools are different, and it has a scissor on the outside with a scissors kind of tough to get out. There we go. So this is basically a half frame of what we're seeing running around. This thing was $16, guys. So this is the other ones that we saw that were identical to this were $22. So I'm looking forward to testing this and talking about it, but it's basically the same thing made by the same OEM. So at 16, this is actually one of the best ones out there. Very cool. I will put a link to this probably in the description after the video finishes if you want it. I may try to link it later in the stream if we have time. But these are really cool. So check this out. They also have, and I thought this was super neat, they have a black version of that outdoorsman's tool that what do you call it? Byberry sells, which is, there's nothing out there like that. I mean, this is sort of a hybrid crazy thing that's like sort of like the Signal, and it's sort of like the Wave. Like, it has a diamond file, which is really cool. It has a saw, it has an outboard scissor, and it has like no bit driver, which actually makes sense for an outdoorsman's tool. It has instead a reamer awl, small flat, large flat, pocket clip. Pretty cool. And it does have the striker. It has a glass breaker. It has a striker end, and it has the ferrocerium rod whistle combo that pops out. When you take off this sleeve, it actually pops in and out very easily. Once again, it's the same OEM. It's the same thing, guys. So you just pick the one that's got the best warranty, easy to return, and all that. That's why Amazon rocks. Yeah, the partially serrated blade is kind of annoying. I wish they hadn't done that. I really wish they hadn't. But other than that, it's pretty cool, right? Like, this is really the only downside of the whole thing. Even then, some people actually do. I've talked to some people who really like a partially serrated blade. I don't know why, but hey, you know what? Teach their own. So there you go. Pretty neat, actually. In black. It's just the same thing I already have. It's just in black. But this was 30. This was 29. And the other one was more expensive than that. So that's pretty neat. Okay, so that's that. So I also, this is part of a series. What I'm going to do is take my personal everyday carry, and I'm going to try to find the cheapest substitute that I can find. So, for example, I have a really nice titanium Casio with multiband 6 and everything like that, solar and hybrid, analog digital. This would be an example of a watch that I'm comfortable with, I'm happy with, that has basically the same functions, right? At like $32 versus $150. So I'm going to do that. And one of the things I need to do is find something to replace my Tail of Knives sheath, and I'm not happy about it. I'll be honest. This is not the thing I'm happy about skimping on. So I bought this from Viperade. Now, one thing I like about Viperade is they're very clear. They only use their own images, and they try their best to kind of have something that's different enough, right? This thing is $20. This is a $19 sheath, and I can tell you there's already one problem with it. We'll see if it actually causes the problem. In their other sheaths, they actually have a strap right here that pulls it up, pulls against you. I think this one is going to do this thing. You know, that little thing where it scissors in. I don't know. A lot of times when you have something in this slot, this little slot between, it actually keeps that from not happening. So let's actually take out this, you know, it's fun. It would be more humorous to use the arc, I think. So let's use the arc. So this fits in there. The one thing I don't like is the, okay, look, I'm spoiled. Let's just call it like it is, okay? Yo, you see, the thing is, though, I do think they might be really good for the price. But, like, they're not going to be this, right? Like, this is my sheath. This is the sheath I use every day, right? The gauge of leather, quality leather. I mean, look at how nice this is patinaed. I all have clips, right? I have clips that make it super comfortable, easy to take on and off. God, it's so nice. And look at the patina, and you see the cutouts? See how big the cutout is versus that? There's just not enough cutout. I mean, if I'm going to use this, I'm going to have to cut more out myself. No longer Zach Live. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Welcome. Welcome. Don't forget, there's a bunch of different benefits to being a member besides helping the channel, and I'm planning on making that even better over time. We're going to add things, and we're not going to change the pricing. We're just going to add cool stuff to being a member. That's pretty much what we're going to do. All right, so this thing, I mean, obviously it fits a multi-tool, but actually there's one multi-tool that I need to know it fits. So let me go grab that one. All right, check this out. The Box O multi-tools. No, I don't normally keep them in the box. I specifically had it for this because I knew I was going to be bringing them up in here. I have a video upcoming, like I said, top 10 multi-tools under 50 bucks. And so I have to go through this and figure that out. Which ones is it going to be? No, this is, okay, I want to be clear. This is just the budget multi-tools. Just the budget multi-tools. It's not the box of collector's multi-tools, and it's not the ones I actually use. Okay? It's also not the 26 plus Leathermans that I have in pieces either. Okay. Yeah, I have a problem. I have a problem. Yes. It's called multi-tools. Okay, wait. Wait. All right. What I need... No, it's not Leathermans. They're not Leathermans in there. I do, however, have a Swiss tool that shouldn't be in that box. All right, so this is the tool, which is the Surge clone. Okay, this, spoiler alert, #1 budget multi-tool under 50. Oh, it does fit. Yes. Yes. I'm so excited. That is huge for me, at least. And yeah, actually it works better. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, that makes this combo so good. Okay, good. Excellent. Let's try a flashlight. So I'm gonna need a flashlight that imitates the Warrior 3. Warrior Mini 3, and that's a tough ask, you know what I'm saying? That's a really tough ask. This is actually a cool sheet. Check this out. In addition to what you might get from something like Tail Knives, it also has this slot for pens. This actually is looking pretty... Now, when I put stuff in there, it's starting to look pretty good. Beyond. I can't go lower than this. Like, this is my pen, my absolute favorite pen, maybe time. There's nothing better than this pen, I will tell you right now. So good. So the DL30 or the it's the base. Okay, this is not going to work because maybe it will. But that's actually not the best place for it. I think the best place is probably going to be right here, but that's too long. So what am I going to put there? Oh yeah, okay. Let's pull out the big boy. So you guys might have seen it if you watched my sheath video. This was the one I've been using for the longest time. I wanted to upgrade to something with a design that will work for the Surge or in this case, the center drive. And so this is my shop setup, as it were. So I have the Baton 3 Pro Max. This thing is phenomenal, phenomenal flashlight. I have a Teal Designs pry bar, which is what I'm about to try over here. And of course, I have the center drive. So yeah, the Arcfeld is phenomenal. Somebody said the Arcfeld. Oh, and we just hit 200, by the way. So, okay, so you know what? I'll give you guys the choice. I said I would do the titanium i3T as the second winner, but which one do you guys want? Let me see a show of hands. Which one do you want? Do you want the copper Pokelit? Do you want the titanium pry tool, which is an older style? This is the original O-Pry, or the flashlight? These are the three best ones, probably. Which one do you guys want for the next one, for the 200 consecutive viewers? One person says titanium i3T, copper, Tyolite, Ace Beam. Oh my goodness. So far, it's pretty strongly the Ace Beam copper. We might get to all of them at some point, guys. But definitely, I think we're going to do the Ace Beam. It seems like that's like the big one. This is a limited edition. I think there's around 50 bucks or something like that. All of this stuff will eventually get given away. I guarantee you, okay? I'm not holding on to this stuff. Okay, so, real quick. So let's go back to what we were doing here. We're at currently 3. Hey, what's up, man? Marine X is in here. That's my boy. Great content, by the way. If you don't know Marine X, go check out his channel when you're done here. Awesome stuff. Really made me think a lot. More often than not, he has some really unique takes on EDC, and it makes me question a lot of the things that I actually carry every day. So definitely check out Marine X. Really appreciate it, brother. Yep. He does a really good series on helping people fix their EDC. If you've never been over there, go check it out. Does a lot of his own live streams as well. His live stream setup is way cleaner, way cleaner. I'm working on mine, but I appreciate coming in, man. Thanks for the help. But yeah, this works. Hey, and you know what's fun? I do think you need something a little bit wider than even this, because what that does is it keeps the shape. So the one thing you want to keep from happening is having this pull together. And this little strap will actually do that. That's one of the cool advantages of the tailed knife sheath. Now the thickness and the stitching actually, and the tallness of it will actually allow it to hold better. So this is obviously a much better design sheath, right? But for $20, that's pretty solid, right? That might actually work pretty good. I'm not going to lie. And once I make this EDC, I'm going to carry that for a couple of weeks instead of my standard. So yeah. That's going to be cool. Yeah, I'm not one to ask for likes or subscribers. I don't know, it feels weird. Call it like it is, but it just feels weird, man. The one thing I always do want to ask, though, and maybe I will start saying this, is I always want to ask people, what could I do differently in order to get you to subscribe? What could I do differently that would make you want to subscribe? You know what I mean? That's the question. That's the big question. Does that case work with the magnetic belts? What case? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, reminder. Giveaway. The way you enter the giveaway, you need to click on the Google Doc that is pinned in this live chat. So it's a Google Doc. It'll take you to a Google form. You just fill it out. That's it. Really easy. Just fill it out. And at 9:45, we decided, I think I'm going to start making it 9:45 from now on. We are going to do a drawing for at least 2 people. Now, we currently have 3 people joined as members. So we only need 2 more, and I will add another winner with another item. And I think we're going to do the titanium probably for that. And then we'll do this one for the 4th one. Oops, for the 4th one. And, you know, we might not do that Gerber. It doesn't feel like, or at least I'm going to include something else if we ever get to 5, because it doesn't feel like it's enough. So maybe we'll add something to that, right? Yeah, I try. I mean, I'm a crazy guy that likes gadgets. So if you guys like that, you know, right on. Wolverine in Exile just joined. Thank you for joining as a channel partner. Really appreciate it. It makes a biggest difference. Guys, you know what that lets me do? It means I can ship this stuff anywhere in the world, and I never have to worry about it. That is just fantastic. I've already shipped to Slovakia, Poland, I've done Singapore, I've done all kinds of places. It's fun, and it's also quite interesting to try to ship USPS Priority International. It's quite interesting. Do I have a P.O. Box mailing address for folks to send stuff to me for giveaways? Tim, I do have a P.O. Box. I don't know yet if I want to go there. I'm thinking about it. But the whole point was actually for me to get rid of my stuff. Not necessarily, because if I do that and people start sending me a lot, the problem is then I'm not going to get through it. Do you know what I mean? Brian Utrillo, thank you so much for becoming a channel partner. It means the world. I really do appreciate it. I like that I can see it as it's coming in, so thank you so much for joining. It does mean a lot. I appreciate it. All right, so one more, and we're adding another thing. So we're at 4, I believe. We need one more, and we'll add the fourth thing, or the 3rd thing, I should say. Now, okay, I'm going to put this stuff away, but actually, this makes me pretty excited now, knowing that it's going to fit the larger multi-tool, which is the one I was really hoping it would fit. Like, it clearly fits the smaller ones, but the fact that it fits the bigger one, that's huge. Because this is an okay sheath. This is actually a pretty decent sheath that it comes with. And it's actually, it's a really good deal. Brandon, making it happen. Thank you for becoming a channel partner. It means the world, guys. And we are adding the titanium i3T. So one of these limited edition ones. I don't know how many units there are of these. But yeah, we're up to 3 now, guys. So that's happening. It's happening. See, I like that. Isn't that better than just sweetening the pot of 2? It seems so much better to add another winner, right? It's so much better. The only reason I'm capping it at 5 is because the amount of work it is to communicate with 10 different people, ship everything out at a reasonable time frame, and still make content and everything else. It's just a lot. That's the only reason we're doing 5, right? I wish I could max out at 10. If I had a little help, I probably could do it, but we'll stop. We are still not quite at the 5 winner mark. All right. So we have another 15 minutes. I want to try something just for a second. So this is a new toy. You guys are going to hear my first video with this new audio system next week in a new series that I'm calling Knives of the Week. So we're going to probably do less individual knife reviews, and instead we're going to do like 10 knives or 5 or 6 knives at once, right? This is some cool knives I got in. Let me show you a little bit about them, a little bit of the stats. And so you're going to see that new audio, or you're going to hear that new audio in that video next week. So I want to try this, though. I'm going to plug this in to my phone, okay, which is how I'm live streaming this right now. So it actually is really cool. It plugs in this Type-C attachment. Make sure that's all the way in, right there. And then I'm going to pull this out. It shouldn't be recorded. That one shouldn't be recording. It says it's recording. There we go. Turn that off. Now, let me see. Here's the thing. I'm going to try to plug this in. I'm going to be asking you guys, can you hear me now? Okay. Let me know if you can hear me. And then if this works, it means we can have better audio during this whole thing. Hopefully. Let's try it. Okay. So I'm going to try it right now. All right. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me now? You can actually hear me? Is this working? Is it good? Does it sound good? How much better is that? Is that much better? Oh, I'm so excited. That's phenomenal. Oh, that is so it might be a little loud now. Okay, you might want to turn your volume down. Yeah, twice as high probably, right? I can change the gain, so I'll fix that in the future. I can control it. Yeah, it's going to sound completely different. Thank you, Zach. Man, is that your second one? Dude, let me go up on the... Zach, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Like, one of the reasons I have to do these things, I want to give back because you guys have made this possible. Like, I do this full time now because of your support. So thank you guys. I don't know if you realize just how big of a deal it actually is. The things I get to do, the things I get to play with, it's all because you guys watch the channel, pretty much. Well, I mean, I don't know what a professional streamer is, but, you know, I'm trying. Let me put it this way. You want to see a more professional streamer, you definitely want to go check out Marine X. His setup is pretty sweet. I'm pretty jealous, to be honest. Really. He's got a really good streaming setup. Like, great lighting, great sound. Like, the chat progression's really great. Really cool ambiance. Definitely check it out. Also, if you don't know, there's a ton of people in this genre that do live streams. It can be a blast. I know I tried and hung out with Tri-State EDC. He's so much fun to play with as well. Bamps. Thank you for joining as a channel partner. All right, 4 more and we will add another item. We're going to do the titanium pry tool, the O-pry. So that'll be the next one on the list. So let me get the sheath out of the way. All right. So we're going to go for another 13 minutes. So the way this works, when I look at the spreadsheet that's going to show me all the entries, I'm going to know who came in and finished their thing after 9:45. It tells me exactly when you finished, all right? It tells me exactly when it finished. So, wait, what just happened? Wait a second. 10 channel memberships. Bamps. What a champ. Okay, well, that means we are, let's see, there's the 5. And you know what? This is not good enough, guys. I don't think this is, it's not equivalent to that. So I think what we need to do is we need to up the game. What do you guys say? Let me go take a look and see what we got. No, that's not going to work. You know, now that you can actually hear me rummaging through this stuff, it's got to be a lot more funny. What do we got here? This is not the right one. This is not the right one. I know what I'm looking for, I just can't find it. Where the hell are you? Aha! There it is. Aha! I found it. So was that funnier to hear me over in the corner there going through stuff? That had to be pretty funny. All right, you want to see what we're going to add? So here's what we're going to do as number 5. Come on, that's way better. Way better than that other thing. S35VN, titanium bolster, flipper. What do you think? I think that's a little bit more fitting. What do you think? Boom. Right on. So that will be number 5. That will be winner number 5. That's way better, I think, than the Gerber, what'd you call it? This is the thing called, I forget the name of this thing. This is the Sativian ST90. Not my favorite knife in the world, but if you don't have a premium knife, it is a really cool looking one, for sure. Just a reminder, you guys got 10 more minutes. So if you haven't yet filled out your form, remember, if you double up or if you put too many entries, I'm going to see that and you're not going to be able to win. So don't enter more than once, right? 1 YouTube name per entry. 1 YouTube name per entry. And very importantly, you guys have to be here. I probably should have mentioned at the beginning. I've said it in the last couple, but reminder, you need to be here when I do the drawing, which is going to be at 9:45. Okay? Got to be here to win. Got to be here when we do the drawing. Okay? Let me check, see what I've missed here. I'm so pleased that this microphone works. I cannot tell you how happy that makes me that it works. Shit, that is so good. Because when I walk away, you really can't hear anything. Why is it so fuzzy? Why is that fuzzy? It's not showing it fuzzy on my... That's stupid. Can you... How's this look here? That sucks. Okay, that's so weird. Okay, well, hopefully it will clear up. Sorry, guys. That's another thing that I have to update. I need to get a hard line down here so that I can actually get as fast a speed as I can so that you guys can see a better quality. But the audio is good, and that's huge. Getting audio. Big deal. Big deal. Okay, so we have our 5 items. Ready to rock and roll. So we got that. That's in. All right. So, last thing maybe we could do for the next couple minutes, go back to that box. Ugh. This is not supposed to be here. First of all, this is not a budget tool by any stretch of imagination. This is a Swiss tool. I got this for a crazy price. So, that's out of here. What do we got? No one missed anything. So guys, if you're just coming in, make sure that you go and you fill out the Google form. Okay? Please make sure you do that so you get an entry. So electronic screwdriver multi-tool. I made a short review of this, pretty crazy, from Next Tool. That's a really interesting one. That's not going to make a top 10 list, but it is one of the cooler ones for sure. The Roxxon, which one is it? Ah, this one. This is probably making a top 10. This is the Phantom, the S802. This has got the modular blade system from Roxxon. Very cool. Very cool. That one's probably going to make it, so we'll put that one aside. That one's definitely going to make it. Let's scroll and make sure I didn't miss anything. 25. We're having bidding war. Don't worry, guys. A lot of these are going to get given away. Once I figure out which ones. Like this one is absolutely getting given away. Absolutely, 100%. Like I don't need this. I got it. It turned out it's like, the scissors are really good, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, right? So that's out. Well, we'll leave it in the box because those are it. So this one, it's cool, but you know, since this came out, this used to be really good. But with those new wave clones that came out, this thing just got so outclassed, like crazy outclassed. So that's not going to work. Here's what's crazy. You want to see something really crazy? Check this out. Klein used to make a multi-tool, all right? And they stopped doing it, but someone in China started taking the molds or whatever it is, and they continued to make them. So this is a Klein's electrician's tool that you can buy on AliExpress right now that is the exact same tool. It's missing the emblem and they scratched out the Klein thing. But it has those crazy plier heads. Dude, let me show you. Let me show you the difference in size. Let's check this out over here. 5 minutes, guys, before the entry, we start drawing names. So this is basically what is the size of a Surge plier head, right? Gear related. Any word on the Leatherman ARC release? I will get to that in just 1 second. So look at the size of these pliers. They dwarf the Surge. Crazy. Anyway. All right. So Leatherman ARC. Likely going to be closer to the 18th of October. That's basically the hearsay. Unfortunately, Leatherman is staffed in the marketing department by a bunch of geriatrics that don't understand how modern hype and social media works. So they don't tell you before they release it because for some reason silence sells more tools. Right? Yeah, so yeah. This does not make a top 10 list either, but it is kind of cool though. It does have a very cool plier. Aha. So which one is this? This is the Byberry. And does this have it does. So this is a top 10 tool. So this is a Byberry top 10 tool. This is absolutely top 10, under 50, no question. 100%. So that comes out. This stays back in here. What did I do with the other one? It's the Roxxon. Yep. So just for checking, see what people are saying. Yeah, 9:45 is when I'm going to draw it. So you have 3 minutes to go to the Google Doc, which is pinned in the chat. So go to the very top. pinned at the top. Fill it out. You need to complete it before 9:45. So you have 3 minutes. Shouldn't take that long. It's just your first name, your email address, a 4-digit code that I can use to confirm, you know, basically everything, and your YouTube name. I think that's everything, pretty much. So make sure you get that done. The vice grip looking things. So the vice grip looking things are actually Irwin built multi-tools. Yeah, they're multi-tools, believe it or not. They have a locking blade, which this one doesn't make any sense, but like, look at this one. So locking blade, right? And then you open this up and it actually has a reversible bit driver right here. These are about $13 and it's a full Irwin vice grip. Like it actually legit vice grip. 13 bucks. Yeah. Is it the most practical thing in the world? Not really. Is it cool? Hell yeah. And it's crazy cheap. A cut and lock at the same time. I mean, you could like hold on to a screw and like spin it. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Robert, you can buy these on Amazon. Pretty cheap. I think they're like 20 something on Amazon. You can find them on eBay cheaper. Okay. It doesn't really fit in most holsters. I have a holster that it fits in, but not this one. So this one probably doesn't make top 10. It's close though. The next tool, this one could be close. This one could be very, very close. This has a crazy scissor on it. The only reason that this might not make it is because these small little implements suck. Yeah, so it's 9:45 coming up. I don't have to draw it exactly at 9:45 because I can see on the spreadsheet who's, you know, coming in afterwards. Yeah, so this one might make it. We'll take this one out. A Byberry shear tool, check this out. So this thing is actually okay, you gotta unlock it. Multi-tool, that's a garden shear. It's actually a pretty cool one. Has a blade here, saw here, and then it has some like actual gardening tools. Check this out. Pretty neat. Those were like $12 or something. The Swiss Tech, absolutely a top 10 tool. So that comes out. Ozark Trail multi-tool, that's top 10 right there. That's actually exactly the same as the Swiss Tech. It's just the USA variant. This is the Fleesa, which is the same as the... No, actually, this one can stay in because the other one's just better. The DI Camping, this one is absolutely top 10. Leave that in there. Get that out of there. All right, so we're going to go do the drawing now. Let me get that set up. So David, so let me give you a scoop. Let me give you a ballpark, okay? So I have a box of multi-tools that I use, and there's about 10 of those in there that I actually use on a daily basis. All right. There is a box of collector's tools. So I have like the PST, the PST2, the Super Tool, the Super Tool, 200, Super Tool, 300, so on and so forth. So I'm basically reading them all. And then I also have about 26-ish Leathermans in pieces. Yeah, I have a problem. All right, so let's go. Let me up the spreadsheet. Let's close this up. So there's 228 entries. I hope everyone got in. Yeah. So we'll do it like last time, hopefully with less mess ups. Same thing. So we'll use the random number generator. Okay. So let me pull up that random number generator. All right. So we are, see how many people, how many entries. So it's So some people look, okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 people entered after 45. So those don't count, guys. So you got to get in before that. 222. So we had 221 entries. 222. That makes it easy. 2 to 222. All right, here we go. So the reason it's not number 1, by the way, is because that's where the little things that, you know, the titles of the different columns. Anyway, so 222 is the, so there's 221 entries basically. So how we did this last time, with the random number generator, I always pick the third number. So we're going to pick 5 winners. The first winner is going to get the Leatherman. The second winner is going to get the Pokelit. The third winner is going to get the Olight. The fourth winner is going to get the Titanium Pry. And the fifth winner is going to get the Sativian knife. Now, I like the idea in the future also, and let me know if you like the first and the last winners getting the biggest prizes. I just think that's fun. Maybe like it's like a giveaway sandwich. Okay? Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now. 1, 2, low numbers. 3, 97. Okay, move this out of the way this time. Make sure I remember. 97. 97. All right. Okay. So the winner is first name, Alexander. Alexander. First 4 letters of the email is SHRD. SHRD. Let's see. Do we have YouTube name? Shred. SHR3D. Are you here? Let me check the chat. Make sure I didn't miss it. Save the congrats, guys. I want to make sure that I don't miss it. Can you just save the congrats till after we make sure we confirm? See here. Let me take a look. Let me check. There we go. Boom. All right, so you're good to go. You don't have to do anything else now. I already have your email. Everything's good to go. Now, I will say with the rebar, because it's just a leather sheath, I'm going to have to take it out of the packaging. Otherwise, it's just so much more expensive to ship. So if you don't mind, we're going to unbox this together. What do you think? You okay with that, Shred? I'm going to show you. It comes with a great leather sheath. This is actually, rebar does that, which is awesome. Anyway, I'm asking his permission, but I have no choice. I have to do it. So let's pull this bad boy out. You know, the other thing I just realized this lets me do is if it's tight, I might be able to adjust it. Nope, no binding on this, no binding on the teeth. Nice and good. Works great. Awesome. Little bit on the stiff side, but that's always the case. So you got your Leatherman rebar right there. And it does have a very nice leather sheath. These are great sheaths, guys. Great sheaths. There, boom. So that is ready to rock and roll. All right. Random number generator coming up. All right. It would be weird to sign a Leatherman. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't design it, right? 1, 2, 3. 217. One of the last people to enter. 217. Let's take a look. 217. This is for the Pokelit. 217. Okay. All right. Winner of the Pokelit. First name Cliff. YouTube name Higa69. Higa69 is the YouTube name. Let me go to make sure. Don't save your congrats, guys. Save your congrats till after Cliff Lau. Okay, so we've had this problem before. So here's the thing. We've had this problem before, so I have a solution for this. If it doesn't match, which sometimes this has happened a couple of times, it happened last week. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do, Cliff. Cliff, what I need you to do, let me go to the spreadsheet again. Okay. All right. Cliff, can you give me the code that you entered into the Google form? I'll know right away. So yeah, so let me double check that. Give me the code. All right, yep, yeah, you're good. You're good to go. It was kind of funny. If I said 4-digit code and you put a 5-digit code, which is what he put in, it's perfectly fine. So yeah, so that's good. Cliff, you're good to go. No problem. So this is the problem we had last week, by the way. And I ended up picking someone else. That's exactly what happened. The name was not the same. And it's weird. Something weird happening on YouTube. But the code is such a useful thing. All right, so there we go. So you're good to go. So that is the Pokelit down. So the limited edition copper one, pretty hefty. All right, where do we put the? Oh, it's over here. Okay, I got that over here. Next one is the titanium i3T. All right, let's pull it up. Random number generator. Okay, so see it? Can we see the number? All right. 1, 2, that's 13. That's pretty low. 162. 162. Okay. And this is the Light. Okay. So, first name, Michael. YouTube name, Kaz Hall. Kazhual. Please save your congratulations till after we verify, please. Kaz Hall. Anyone here? Do you have to be here to win? Okay. Michael. So Mike D. You think that's you, right? And just to be clear, well, Mike, Mike is part of your email. So we have the same problem. So Michael, what I need you to do is give me your 4-digit code. All right, you're good. All right, you're good to go. Thank you for confirming it. I love that the codes serve two purposes. That's kind of fun, right? All right. So yeah, you're good to go, Mike. Awesome. That's a combination an idiot would have in his luggage. No, I'm just kidding. All right, cool. So that's 3. We're in good shape. So that was this one. Now we have the last 2. We have the titanium Opry, and we also have the Sativian knife. Those are the last 2 things. So let me go back here. All right. We've yet to have anything under 50 as a winner. So can you see that? I think we can see it, just barely. 1, 2, 3. We keep jumping around the small numbers. 207. Okay. Winner is Steve. Steve. And YouTube name, Steve Goodwin. Steve Goodwin. Steve Goodwin. And by the way, once again, thank you to everyone who joined up as a member. Thank you to, God, who donated 10? That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. Thank you so much for that. Okay, Steve Goodwin. All right, you're here. Boom. Done. That was easy. I like that. All right. Good to go. Don't have to do anything else. I just had to see that you were here. That's it. And I will be sending an email tonight to everyone who's winning. Please, if you don't get an email by tomorrow morning, send me an email, my email is on my website. Just click on the little icon for the mail and say, hey, I didn't get my email. And then I'm going to make you, go through a couple steps to make sure it's you. Okay. If need be. All right. But you should be getting an email from me. And I don't type it out. I copy paste from the spreadsheet. So there's no reason it shouldn't work. Unless you put your email in wrong, which you shouldn't do. Be careful. Check it twice, right? So the last one is the S35BN knife from Sativian. Plenty of chances. Well, we're going to have this happen every single live stream. We will do this every single time, which I love. It's awesome. Anyway, going back, let's get to the random number generator. Last one, the big one. I guess it is technically more expensive than the others. All right. Is it Daddy needs a new knife? All right. 1, 2, 3. 126. 126. We still have yet to have anything under 50. 126. I've checked it. It doesn't just alternate between low and high. Okay, 126. 126. Aha. Okay. Winner is Siva. Siiva. First name Siva. And the YouTube name is the same thing. First name with claimer attached. So it's Siva claimer something. Hope I didn't mess that up too badly. Please hold your congrats till... Aha! There you go. Boom. Awesome. So everyone is accounted for. Beautiful. That's awesome, guys. So we are ready to rock. So we have all 5 picked. I will be sending emails to everyone tonight to get it. And hopefully our friend, what did they say? Doug? Todd? It was a Todd or I forget. Anyway, the Leatherman bolster from last week, I hope he gets back to me in the next 24 hours. Because otherwise this is going back in the pool and probably be given away next week. All right. So it's 10 o'clock. Thank you guys for coming in. We might hang out here for just a few more minutes. If you guys want to hang out, you're welcome to do so. I'm going to answer some questions with whoever wants to hang out. No problem. But we're done with the giveaways for today. So thank you. Josh. Yes, thank you. It's Josh, not Todd. Yep. It's funny. I don't get much time to actually talk about things because the giveaways do take up a lot of time, and we kind of make sure. But I think that's the way it should be. It really should. It's okay to kind of fit stuff in between. It kind of keeps things kind of fun. With 5 winners, though, you got to figure with 200 people, and you have 5 winners. That's that's a pretty good chance of winning. You know what I mean? Like eventually. Wait. I just see the guy. So you're there. So you'll email me, right? You got to. So Josh, you got to make sure you email me. All right, tonight. I see you here, but you got to email me. Remember, it's mle.collab@gmail. It's also on the website. Just click that. You get that. All right, perfect. There you go. So you can get your a bolster and your iMini 2. So way to come in at the last minute. Awesome. So it looks like we'll be getting out all of this stuff. And by the way, I have 3 more bolsters to give away. Can I show the pry tool again? Sure. Where's the pry tool? It's hiding under here. So this is a weird one. Okay, this is the one that's got the bit driver in the back. It's got a whistle, a bottle opener, an oxygen wrench, a hex driver. It's a crazy one. Yeah, it's also on About page. That's true too. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's there as well. But yeah, email me. And I'm going to make you give me the 4-digit code, basically, so I know it's you. I love that code thing. It's really helpful both directions. It's kind of nice. Yeah, I tried to warn people. Some people told me that they could get the Leatherman bolster at Costco. They showed me pictures, marked dollars on Leatherman's website. That's ridiculous, right? Like, the margins for this must be insane. There's no reason that they needed to mark it up above. Like, if we were making a top 10 list about top 50 tools, right? Like, top 10 tools under $50, the bolster should have been number 1. But because it's now $60, I'm not going to include it. And rightfully so. It's not worth $60, right? Not when the Leatherman Bond is also $60. Like, I would much rather have the Leatherman Bond. Way better quality. Just my opinion. Any thoughts on the top 3 things Go Tools should do next? So MC, I've looking into a lot of the issues that are with the Go Tool. There are some things that have come up since they've come out. The cutters, there's not enough clearance for the blades to pass so that you have, they cut cleanly. So they're going to have to adjust some things there. They're going to have to come up with a new lock bar geometry, like that little thing that flips out, because it deploys a little too easily when tools come out. So they're going to have to work on that. They're already in the process of doing some of this. I've already seen a couple people come up with new designs for inserts, but until those 2 problems are addressed, it's going to be kind of hard to get your full enjoyment factor out of the... Wait, you're saying the Leatherman bolster is $50 on Leatherman's website? Hold on a second. I don't believe it. Let me see this. Leatherman bolster. Is it actually 50? Hot damn. Look at this. I guess they got so much flack for being at 60. Well. Yeah, it doesn't let you do links, but turns out the bolster is $50. Well, it's not as good as the $30 that I spent to buy mine, but yeah, it wasn't just me, by the way. Everyone else was making fun of them for the crazy prices. Like, you can't sell it for 40 and then it was marked down for 30 and then try to expect people to pay 60. It's just stupid. It's not gonna work. They're never gonna sell this tool at $60 ever. Rock, obviously. Good question. That's a damn good question. So the question was, what came first as a multi-tool for human beings? A rock or a stick? That's a really good question. That is a seriously interesting question. And I'm going to say rock, and here's why. Here's why rock. Rocks do not, like a stick actually has to come off. It has to, you know, actually be broken from. And a lot of times you have to remove something from that stick. You have to take the smaller branches off for it to function, you know, as an actual something you could swing or otherwise, right? Whereas a rock literally functions as it is, as it's sitting. And in many cases, they have unique shapes that require no additional mechanical creation. So most likely they found a functional, useful thing with a rock first. I'm going to guess. And it just makes more sense. So first multi-tools that we can like really categorize were hand axes, which are similar to like the, they were kind of triangular in shape like this, and they would be held like that, and you would do, there's many ways to hold it. They would scrape with it. They would do all kinds of crazy cool things. There's some really cool people you can watch if you want to see how one's made. My favorite is Donnie Dust, Paleo Tracks. If you ever want to see a really amazing, like proper stone flint knapping like process, go check out Donnie Dust, Paleo Tracks. Fantastic. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me, Randy. Randy says $400 Leatherman rock. That would be hysterical, right? Like if they made a Leatherman garage, right? And it's innovative because it's returning to the past, and it was like a rock for like $400. It would be like the ultimate version of the pet rock, right? That would be hysterical. So funny. But I don't know. Could it get worse than the garage number 6, guys? Like, it couldn't get worse than garage number 6. Have you guys seen what garage number 6 was? It was a $250 fixed blade that's made of S35VN. Let me put that in perspective. You can buy an SE4 in S35VN, which has an unconditional lifetime guarantee. You can snap that thing in half and they will give you a brand new knife, okay? And it's $100 cheaper than that Leatherman garage. It was insane. Let's see, what did I miss? Taking a look at chat. That's sad. You know, you're right. If Leatherman did put a rock in to their garage and they put Leatherman like etched into it, it probably still would sell out in 5 minutes. Do you know that the garage number 5 sold out in 5 minutes? Like, I cannot believe people consciously said to themselves, you know what? I want to spend $100 more than I need to on a fixed blade knife, which doesn't even look that good. It's not even, it's made of it has G10 handles, for God's sake. It's not even something cool. Like, they could have done like Ultim or something. Just ordered a new Charge TTI. It's pretty fancy. You'll like it. No, not Peter. Not only does Garage not have their 25-year warranty, which is why it's funny, not only does Garage Tools not have a 25-year warranty, like, you can't get them warranty, period. If your garage tool breaks, they will not replace it. They will give you the credit towards their website. That's what happens if you break it. So if you break, say, a 40th anniversary, right? You pay $250 for that. They'll give you $250 towards something on Leatherman. No, not the Garage Series stuff. Garage Series stuff does not have a 25-year warranty at all. Yeah, it even says it right there. You can read it on their Garage site. It's so silly. It's pretty funny. Pilo asked, are there any sites where I can sell knives besides eBay? Yes. In fact, I am currently selling most of my stuff on NAF sale, and I actually have a link to the items that I currently have up for sale on maxleveledc.com. So you can go to NAF because I did not want just anyone to be shopping from my stuff. I want to put stuff up there at 50% of MSRP a lot of times. I figure it'll go very fast, and I'd rather people who know the channel get cheap stuff versus just some random person. I feel like I want to reward you guys because you guys are in the know, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely check out NAF Sale. The people over there are great. I've been actually really pleased with the process so far. I think I just sent out my 4th sale, but I have to put up a lot more stuff. I've been so busy, and I'm going to be so busy over the next couple of weeks. I haven't had time to post a bunch of things, but I will be adding up a lot of stuff to NAF Sale. Yeah, no, NAF Sale's been up for a while. Yeah, Kev, NAF Sale's been up for a while. No problem. What time is it? 10:15. Well, we're done with this. Damn design blades, of course. Anyway, pull up the damn design blades. Actually, I've actually talked a lot with Adrian, who is that's his company. Adrian, if you don't know him on Instagram. We've talked a lot about different designs. We collabed a little bit on some of his work early on. He's just an amazing guy, great designer, and they have some phenomenal blades. This is the one that I picked. I love it. Hollow ground, 14C28, beautiful Stormtrooper coloration here, great action, really good reverse flick, no problem. Very nice. And he you know what the thing is I also really like about him? He is really good about making sure that the knives that he produces are of good value. You know, like he's not gouging anyone. He really doesn't do that. And I really, really appreciate that. In fact, his collab with Kaiser is one of the nicest knives out there. It's one of Jared over at Neves Knives, one of his favorite knives, actually. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Adrian's work. I really am. I really am. I got to play with one of his pry tools that had a inline driver a while back. I don't know if he ever made those updated versions, but yeah, his knives are pretty. This is the one I ended up buying. It just has, I don't know, it's appealing to me. I don't know what it is. Definitely the design of my choice. Yeah. What is your opinion on Ontario Rat 1? The Ontario Rat 1 is pretty outdated in today's world. And that's probably in part why they went out of business, they got bought up. And you can't charge $35 for a knife in AUS 8 anymore. You just can't. Not when you can buy D2 under $20. You can buy 40C under $20. There's just better steels, better blades. You know, like it's really quite difficult to compete. But what it did is inspire a lot of knives. And in fact, hold on a second. I actually have a knife for an upcoming video. If you like the Ontario Rat Model 1, get this instead. So this is essentially a Rat Model 1, but it has a thicker blade stock. It has 440C, which is better than AUS 8. It has a crossbar lock, which is super fun and fidgety. And this knife, with all those upgrades, also has slightly better ergonomics, by the way. And this knife comes in around $19. Yeah, Ganzos are great. So I have a list of top 10 knives under 30 bucks. And I mean, you can't have a top 10 list of knives under 30 without a Ganzo in it, pretty much. And hold on a second. So, Grab the Rat Model 1 here. Oh. So here's the Rat Model 1. So the Rat Model 1 was, you know, for the time when it came out, was great. But like, you could see the difference. Blade stock difference, clearly. Crossbar lock versus liner lock. And you see that the cutout is less extreme, so it's actually more comfortable, believe it or not, than this is. This kind of bites in a little bit more. This is actually a little bit better than that. Similar thicknesses. And actually, it is a different size. So the actual, this one is actually a different sized, similar blade shape size, but the handle is a little smaller. Very, very comfortable. Very, very good. Highly recommended. All right, good night, guys. Thank you, Tim. I think you were one of the first people in. I really do appreciate you coming in and hanging out. How do you have a recommendation for a knife sharpener for beginners? Absolutely. There's only one sharpener you should ever buy if you're starting out. Okay. Go over to WorkSharp and buy a field sharpener. So they have it's a $30. It might be almost $40 now, and they have the guides for 20 degrees. You have a honing rod. You have a strop attached to it. You have two different diamond plates, I believe a 300 and 600 grit. And if you learn how to sharpen on that thing, if you can sharpen on that, which they give you very clear directions on how to do so, you can sharpen any knife or axe or saw. You can sharpen almost anything. In fact, that thing is designed to also sharpen broadheads on bows and stuff. Like, that is like by far the best sharpening device you can get. Do I think that it's not? Absolutely. But realistically, for anyone who's starting out, that is the thing to get, because it's just so good. It has the strop. You can get a knife scary sharp with that thing. You know, before I had my Ken Onion blade grinder, I actually used that a lot to modify blades and scissors and stuff. Like, I would just grind on that diamond plate. So, I mean, it's amazing. The Spyderco Sharp Maker, Dale, isn't it made by WorkSharp? I'm pretty sure it's OEM. Like, I'm pretty sure WorkSharp makes it for them. Seriously, I think they do. You're talking about the one that has the triangular diamond pieces that you can, like, you draw the knife like this, right? And those are great if you're okay with the angles that they have set. So that's the first thing. And also, I'm pretty sure that first of all, it's very expensive. And I'm pretty sure that if you want to spend that kind of money, you could get the new WorkSharp that has basically the same thing, only it has rotating, like, different pieces. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's like, I had that, and my stepdad gave it to me, and it's good, but like, I feel like that WorkSharp just came up with a strictly better version of it recently. The field sharpener is by WorkSharp. So like the one that he asked, like, what would you start with? The field sharpener, $34. I think that's what they said on Amazon. Absolutely the best one. It's not close. Even though I have the Precision Adjust Elite, like the new Pro version. Even though I have that, and I have the Ken Onion blade grinder, and I have a couple others, I still use the field sharpener because it's so easy to take with you, right? I still have those, like 2 or 3 of them all over the place in a car, and so it's just faster sometimes than setting all that up and doing that stuff. That's why you can't beat it. The Wicked Edge, so they did a test on the Wicked Edge sharpening system. versus the like precision adjust, which is like $70 versus the whatever. Like they couldn't get the Wicked Edge to get more than 5 to 10% sharper than something that was a half the cost. So I just don't get it. I don't get the cost. And the problem is that thing that holds your blade, if it's not solid with the knife actually holding properly, you actually get bad edges. What went on sale for $22? Good night. I'm just hanging out, but you know, I appreciate it. So the question is, what's the best 10440 rechargeable battery and best charger for it? Okay, so 10440. So unfortunately, there aren't many great manufacturers for a 10440. There really aren't. There's one that is on Amazon that I forget. It's like a light blue. It's probably the best one you can find outside of shoot. I forget. So more importantly is the charger itself. What you want to do is you want to buy a good quality bay charger. And that's very, very, very important. So if you're going to charge high-powered lithium batteries, you're going to want to have a good bay charger that can automatically detect what type of battery you're installing and charge it properly, not overcharge it. Like, you want a good one. That's the most important thing. Once you get a good one, though, you can charge anything, which is great. Vape cell. Thank you. Vape cell is probably harder to find, though, than EBL. And the problem with EBL is I've heard that they have inconsistencies and they have high resistances. So there's vape cell, and then there's like the ones that are on Amazon right now that they're like a light blue color. I forget what they're called. Oh, this is a side note for the last people who are here. I'm curious because I also have a Costco membership. Did anyone else see the rechargeable Energizer battery pack that they are selling there now? It's pretty awesome. The value is actually really good, and I did take them apart and find out that the batteries that they're using are from Japan, and those batteries are made by Panasonic. So, because Panasonic's the only manufacturer of those types of batteries in all of Japan. So Panasonic Eneloops, if you don't know, are the best rechargeable nickel metal hydride rechargeable batteries, pretty much. And they also are the only manufacturer of those in Japan. So if you have a Japanese battery that's in a AA or a AAA that's rechargeable like that, it's probably made by Panasonic, which is amazing. And if you go to places like IKEA, you can buy those for super cheap. So Derek, you use Eneloop as a stage tech, right? But did you know that at IKEA, what they are using, they have is actually Eneloops and Eneloop Pros. The only difference is they didn't quite make specs on storage. They still function. They're just not quite as much storage, but only by like 5 or 6%. So basically, you're spending a third of the cost, but you're getting the same quality battery as you would an Eneloop, which is amazing. Yeah, ICR. Thank you, Dale. ICR is the company that makes the 10440 that I was talking about. Yeah, I swear to God, Derek, IKEA. Yeah, they have the Lada batteries. Just do a search for LADA. The Lada batteries at IKEA, they're actually Panasonics. It's ridiculous. They're so cheap. It's insane. Yes, the Mossy Oak does have pocket clips on the wrong side. Yeah, it is hysterical when you look at the pictures when they do these sales and stuff. Like you said, it's on the wrong side, right? It should be over here, right? It should be over here. I shouldn't have to like flip it around. So yeah, that's very annoying. It's so stupid that they do that, right? But yeah, when you look at the pictures and they have this like sticking outside the pocket, and like this is just hanging off the front of the pocket, you're like, this person clearly never has used a knife in their life, right? I'm like, come on. So Ray Whitaker, the interesting thing about budget multi-tools, in some cases, they exceed the strength of even the most expensive ones. It's weird, but some cases they actually do. It's very hard to do those types of tests, and I would have to destroy dozens of them. I kind of leave those types of testings to people like Project Farm. God bless that they exist. I mean, but that's not the kind of testing I want to do. I'm more of a researcher. I would rather compile all the information from people who are basically like giving feedback on Amazon and so on, and I'd rather compile it into one thing and just say it all at once, right? That's kind of the way I like to do it. I think it's also sometimes more accurate in some cases because you could have a really good tool or a really bad tool. You really have to look at 30 or 40 or 50 or even 100 of them to really get a good grip on whether something is good or not. Okay. Anything else? I'm gonna pretty much end it here. We're already a half hour past. I really do appreciate everyone who came out. It really means a lot. It was an awesome stream. I really enjoyed it. So you guys, of course, are willing to hang out. I don't know how long chat continues after I end it, but thanks so much, guys, for coming in, for hanging out with me. I'm going to try to do this again next week. We'll have more to talk about. Hopefully Friday, we're going to start something really exciting. I'll tell you guys now. We're going to be posting a lot of top 10 videos in October. Tons of them. This is what I've been working up towards all year long. That's why I've been making so many videos and saying yes to so many companies. I want to have a reasonable list of everything. So top 10 knives under $30, top 10 multi-tools under $50, best keychain flashlights that I can find, top 10 keychain flashlights, top 10 pens under 30, that kind of stuff. There will be tons of these I will be making throughout October. I've spent a lot of time trying to figure it all out. I hope you like it. Anyway, thanks again, guys. Gotta go. As always, thank you guys for your time, and we'll talk again soon.